Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between me and Typhon here on Metalopolis. Now, I'm already going to spoil a little bit of the information because I've talked about this Baneling opening from Zerg so often, and you guys have never really seen it yet. I keep on trying to make that prediction and no one really seems to be using it. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a replay that does have this Baneling front door push that I've been talking about. Now, I have recently, since this game, talked to Day 9 in person, and he was telling me how he dealt with the Baneling front door, and I'll go ahead and mention those changes afterwards. Anyways, down over here, I am the blue Terran player spawning at the 8 o'clock position, meanwhile Typhon spawning as the red Zerg, using that extractor trick in order to get an additional drone. So that's why he's sitting upside down at 11/10 food at this stage. Now also getting the Zerg, or getting that Overlord finally. So the Overlord may be just a little bit late in terms of how he plays, but he should be able to get a spawning pool in just a moment. Now already coming across the map, we're going to see this drone. Drone is going to be able to come in and do a little bit of harassment, not very much. I am doing the standard front door build over here in order to try to wall off this base. Single drone being pulled back once again, and now going to be able to continue to go on his merry way, continue harassing me just a little. Drone still in my base, down to 20 hit points. I was unable to kill it. I took my SCVs off the line in order to try to take down that drone. But unfortunately I was unable to. Now at this stage in the game I was pretty much expecting a Terran front door, or excuse me, a Baneling push. So I was trying to build, or trying to experiment with my base defenses in order to not allow that Baneling push to really be able to bust through that front door as easily. Vespene guys are now up. Extractor should transfer some drones over there in order to get that additional gas. Also, one of the key elements in this Zergling Baneling push is the speed upgrade on that from that spawning pool. So that spawning pool, 100 wow, a little sore, or a little tick of my throat today. 100 minerals, 100 gas in order to get that speed upgrade. Now back over here, I'm already getting a second barracks as I'm believing that I need to really be able to push back those units, push back that large, or very large, very strong Zergling army early in the game, or Zergling Baneling army. So getting a tech lab in order to produce Reapers. The Reapers will be able to two-shot any Zergling, which is always very, very helpful. As long as you have range on those units, those Zerglings, as they're trying to push through, might get tangled up on each other and get pushed back. Baneling nest for Typhon already being put down, and we're already getting some gas in as well. Hatchery coming in as well. Back over here, the metabolic boost nearing, should start getting that research down in just a moment. Yeah, already getting that metabolic boost, an easy way to check whether or not he is trying to get that upgrade. Back over here, however, taking a look, I have 2 supply depots down, and I'm going to continue to put down more supply depots as well. Also getting that Reaper out. I don't think my Reaper will be able to really be that effective in terms of harassment as Zerglings, as there's going to be far too many Zerglings, and that Queen with a range of 3. You can try to micro your Reaper to try to take down a Queen, but it's very difficult. It takes a significant amount of time. The Queen also has 1 armor, so essentially that Reaper is only dealing 6 damage per shot, as it's what, 4 times or 3 times 2, I believe. Yeah, with that armor calculated in there. In comes this SCV. I wanted to see if there's any Zerglings up here, because normally a Zerg player will try to hide Banelings off out of sight. Now I'm getting some additional supply depots as well. Getting a supply depot here and here in order to try to push, be able to just push back more units. Perhaps I should have started producing more Reapers as well, so and double pump these Reapers. Double pumping these Reapers, so I'm going to have 3 Reapers in just a moment. Also getting a factory down, as just in case he does in fact try to go roaches, as I haven't been really able to keep track of very much army-wise. Typhon now currently sitting on a 500 mineral army, so that's a fair amount of Zerglings, and now already Banelings being morphed in. So 6 Banelings being morphed in, and we'll see how powerful these Banelings really are in this particular matchup. More Reapers being built in. I'm building a command center here because I think that once this supply depot goes down, they'll be able to move on through. So I really want to try to punish this sort of attack. Zerglings now coming in. 1 quick Zergling getting taken down. I want to try to take down those Banelings. Unable to. And now the blast radius of those Banelings completely just tearing through that front door, and now going to be able to rip through this whole entire marine line. Trying to micro my marine back leaving a wall of SCVs there, and also having those SCVs attack against those Zerglings as well. So those Zerglings now being forced to push back away, and now now those Zerglings continue to fight. I still have just one Marine trying to get more Reapers on this engagement. Army or income-wise, I still have more Harvesters, but I'm really in a dangerous position as I'm only down to 300 or 200 mineral army compared to his 300, and more Zerglings are going to be coming in, more Banelings going to be produced. I'm going to get some Reapers continuing to do that engagement, trying to jump up and down, continuing to try to take down these units. That one Reaper going to rack up those kills pretty easily, already up to getting up to 3 kills and making a lot of those Zerglings very, very low on hit points. However, more Banelings being warped in, more Reapers trying to go ahead and reinforce, and that Reaper continuing to just shoot down those units. Now, the Baneling blast, a Baneling that exploded here to destroy the supply depot, was able to destroy these Reapers on that backside. Now, that also means that I believe supply depots, once they're hit on the front, it also hits the back buildings as well. I'll have to double check that. Perhaps the radius isn't quite that large, but the radius on a Baneling is in fact quite large. Reaper's now trying to move out, trying to take down some of those Banelings before they get into position, trying to keep those units back. One Baneling's already coming in, and now Zergling's coming in to continue more fighting. And now another supply depot down to 14 hit points, trying to take down more of those units. Reapers continuing to fight, able to continue to take down those Banelings once again, sitting on a large number of minerals. I'm just trying to spam as much as I can, trying to get an army, perhaps getting some Thors, trying to produce more units. I needed a third barracks, I think, now that I watch it, and this is where my mistakes start to haunt me. My front door, this supply depot, is in the wrong location. I'm now repairing this barracks. I should have perhaps moved out with these Reapers in order to try to hold a better ground position. Now rebuilding that supply depot in a better position as well. SCVs continuing to repair. Banelings once again on the move, and now just trying to fire out some more. Banelings going to be able to explode, take down more of these units. Zergling's going to be able to just run rampant and take down that last Marine, and this is where it starts to fall apart for me here. And I do not know where. I only have 3 Marines, but somehow it says I have 850, an 850 mineral army, so that is definitely not the case. Down to a 750 mineral army. Production buildings should not count. I've actually done a little bit of research. Units in production do not count. Those SCVs once again able to take down those units. Now using that orbital command, going to try to continue to build up more, trying to get another supply depot down. Those Zerglings, however, going to be able to do a run by, and now those Marines just going to get surrounded, and Typhon with that 375 minerals worth of Zerglings going to be able to run in and take me out. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, or just how to beat this particular build, is whenever you're facing a Zerg, you now need to use your barracks as your wall, and you cannot use supply depots. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this supply depot and build the barracks here, and then build another barracks here. What this will do is it will make sure that your front wall, instead of being only 350 hit points with 1 armor, is 1,000 hit points with 1 armor. That will be a significant difference, as those Zerglings continue to try to push through, will not really be able to do anything. The problem, however, on this map and with those Banelings, with that is it only works on this particular ramp, or even this ramp. If you spawn in these locations, you're going to have a much more difficult time, as that tech lab, you still need that tech lab on both of those buildings. So don't really know how to rectify the situation here. Perhaps just your factory will not have a tech lab, and then you'll have to build a building here and then build another supply depot in this position here in order to fend that off. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed that Baneling front door rush. I was just trying to figure out what exactly my strategy could be. I dropped down an armory, so I could have also dropped down a starport and tried to start getting some banshees and try to push those units back, as he's still at hatchery, and even though he does have 2 hatcheries, he only has 14 or so harvesters, so income-wise, I was still pretty much in the game. Once again, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay matchup between me and Typhon here on Metalopolis.